Here, I'm gonna add a number 2 here, okay?
The other one's round 1.
Yeah, okay, so we only need to add a number for a little bit. Okay, wait, I can fix this.
Perfect.
Do I have drop shadow? Outline? Yeah, outline. Let's make it black. Okay, this is a very professional stream. Do not steal. Okay. Do not steal? How can you steal a stream? That doesn't even make any sense. Professional. We are professionals here. There, see? It's like nothing at all. It's round 2 for now until the next match. Well, Tristan, we aren't having themed rounds. Instead, we're having, for the GM bracket, essentially just having a heck of a lot of fun and seeing what everybody pulls out. And we've brought in some of the past Kusog7ande players who are considering being GMs, and brought them in to give out some of the games, and honestly, there might be a couple new faces today, or possibly old faces. You never really know until we get there. Crappy, take us over to the reveal. Oh yeah, past that bootleg Mega Man Crystal. I like that game, Tristan. I know that we're not getting bootleg Mega Man Crystal for our next game because I loved it too much. It was so good.
It was too good. We can't let you have anything like that again.
Yeah. However, I do think that we can reveal the game master who's choosing game number 1 here. So let's welcome on in. You've seen them before. It's our friend, Polk Kitsune. Polk!
I still love that icon.
It's a good one. Hello there, Polk.
Hey, bro!
You're back.
Yes, I'm here! You want me something new, but it was me, Pokey!
I mean, something old, something new, something borrowed. Are you blue?
Yes, I had the blue, I had these pretty bugs.
You cut out like halfway through there. I think you got way excited.
Whoops!
Nah, it's the Discord curse. Yeah, but good to see ya.
Good to see you too.
So I have to ask, because I need you to reveal the game before I start moving over and getting out of the voice channel. What game do you have today?
All right, today, well, I'm not gonna say too much about the game here, but I will preface this here by saying that this game was actually released about a decade or so before Pixar decided to go something very similar. So, if anybody's familiar with Cars, welcome to We Have Cars at Home, which Tryrush Deppy for the Sega Saturn.
Tryrush Deppy. Okay, we have Cars at, like, but this was long before Cars the movie, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I know that this is a platformer because you told us to play a little bit in order to test controls. I think I have my controls set up the way that I want. Are you ready for me to hop out?
Please, please.
Okay.
Yeah, we're banishing you to the Shadow Realm.
In that case, let me go ahead and change the audio so that I can't hear you. And I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit just to make sure others can hear me. Go ahead and talk, both of you. I'll check to make sure.
Ooh.
I don't have anything mean to say this time.
You look good. I'll let you take off then. Have fun.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, so they're gonna get set up, and once they're ready to go, I will do the shenanigans with the countdown. I know a little bit about this game. Mainly, it's we tried to kind of be Sonic and didn't really pull it off.
Yeah, it's got all the mechanics that makes you want to go fast as Sonic, with a little bit of problem. Sonic doesn't run on fuel. Cars do.
Sonic runs on chili dogs. Different kind of gas.
Yes. Yes, but he's getting a lot of miles into those chili dogs. And this is gonna be a trip. The game looks beautiful. It's cute. The sound is great. Like there's many good things you can say about it. Going in it blind, you might be frustrated as heck, folk, because your fuel gauge is not exactly great.
Yeah,
But we'll find that out as we go.
I took a look at some reviews for this once the game got picked, and there's a lot of people who describe it as it's a mostly okay game where it just falls flat on its face in a couple of pivotal points, and the fuel gauge is probably one of them, as we'll get to see once we get rolling here. I'm watching, I get the exclusive backstage view of Brossentia cropping Seth's feed, but we're still setting up here. It'll be another minute or two and we'll be good to go.
Please be excited.
Yeah, everybody get hype. Hype is mandatory, I think.
It's Kusog7ande, of course. Unless you're the players, in that case, you might want to be prepped for something else.
Okay, looks like we are about ready to cut over. We already have, cool.
Wait. I did tell them to go on the options, put their lives to 5, and turn on auto saving. They will need it deeply.
Is 5 5 is the maximum you can have?
As far as I know, yes. Unless you get more into the stages, but yes. On your options, that's what you got.
Alright. In Kusog7ande classic style though, what do we need to spam for this? I imagine a lot of cars.
Cars, racing flags, fuel cans, please, lots of fuel cans.
Oh.
Oh yes. Yes, and anything America. You got American icons, please, because we are racing across the country. Japanese game racing for America. Yeah, I see that.
We are set to go here. All right, I'm going to get our racers prepared then. Seth is still typing, probably like last words or something.
Indeed. You just need to make sure that their name. Another cute little feature is that your file saves is actually a customizable plate to it.
Looks like you've got a question in the match chat,
Yeah,
Poke.
I do.
Brossentia, got to be a little difficult. All right. How long is the opening cutscene?
It's maybe a minute or so. It's not very, very long.
All right. Cool.
Oh yeah. It sets the pace for the story of the game here pretty well.
Great. Like we're gonna have Bro do name entry. Oh, you get to pick your license plate. That's cute.
Yes. The license plate, the name, the numbers, all of that.
Oh,
the game
beer.
is adorable from top to bottom.
Bro's gone in on the beer license plate.
Of course, you had to freshen up after Texas, you know?
Yeah. Bro, please.
We haven't even... Please, people, don't drink and drive.
Oh,
You
is
get
Bro
to
going
for
with the
butts.
classic butts?
Because of course. I mean, it is the license plate on his rear end. Oh, fitting. This is the butt part, this is the front part. The next hour will be spent here, Brossentia, deciding on the nameplates.
Brossentia realized he has 5 letters in his...
Yeah, decided for the fancy booty. And is he gonna go for nice? Or is he just gonna be zeros? You know what? Perfectly acceptable. Alright.
Alright, let's make
There
sure
we
both
go.
our racers are ready and I will send them off.
Send them off to the races.
Alright, cool. Everyone, Get your cars, your gas cans, maybe some tires, get them ready.
We got Americana! Bootios! Oh, you know what? Perfect. Bootios. I can't approve that. Ready to go.
All right. So we're not going to start the timer until the first cutscene is over.
Hey, your timer's always started. Oh, knock it. Go. We do
I
want
don't
to
have control
appreciate
of the
the
timer
first
on the
timer.
screen. That's Brosentia's fault.
Makes sense. Get all the booty chat.
Booty's important too.
Very. So yeah, the basic of the story is pretty much just a race all across America, full of Japanese cars. So many personalities, including your shows, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. They went. They did not hold back on the highlights. There's our little Deppy, little taxi cab.
I just want to know more of the backstory of the starter here. Oh no, poor Deppy.
Yeah, we're studying real well at this point.
Looks like we are about to kick it off with actual gameplay.
Look,
As soon as I see someone like moving in a stage, we'll start the timer. Loading times.
Real soon. And
Uh-oh. Seth?
Seth, please come back. The timing is interesting. We've lost a Seth. Oy. Boom.
We're off to an amazing start. There we go. Maybe? Nope.
Yes, it should. Woo.
We watched the opening cutscene and Seth just falls over.
Just like a little taxi here. It's just the same way. And
Alright, bro's gone ahead and pause the timer.
good point. Good point. There we go. Debbie's back in. Alright.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to like tell Brossentia what's going on because he's running the stream still, and it's just all muted on the side.
Sephi might want to pause their screen because I don't think they've noticed what's going on. Because yeah.
Seth got a couple of seconds head start there, but that's okay because Seth is the one who crashed. Probably comes out about even.
They also did not pause the game, and that's probably why they got themselves tossed back at the beginning of the stage. Because part of the central mechanic of this game here is what you have on the left side, their fuel gauge. Their P here doesn't have a life bar per se. It has a fuel gauge. And technically, he's invincible. The problem is that most of the action he's going to do is going to drain that fuel gauge. And if you're at any point you're doing anything, or if you get hit on anything, that fuel gauge will drain faster. The only way to gain that is to find some fuel tanks.
We're pretty much talking WarioWare, except you have a time limit or a fuel gauge. Or not WarioWare, Wario Land.
Indeed. The fuel tanks are not that common, and if you skip even one or two of them, you're gonna run out of fuel real fast.
Yeah, and this is something that a couple of the reviews I was looking at laid out, that the platforming isn't difficult, the enemies and such aren't particularly dangerous, it's the fuel gauge that's the real enemy here.
Oh, yes. it wants you to speedrun for it. Also, if you ever dash into something and you see Brossentia here being dazed at the moment, you can't. It's not a moment of invincibility. It's a moment where you actually have to actively shake yourself back into action. Because if you don't do anything here, there are people just stay there dazed for half an hour and you will not change a thing. You actively have to act.
I don't remember who it was, but someone in the match chat, when we were exploring doing this for the match, noted that it looked like the same developers as Tempo, which Tempo is amazingly cute.
It is. Oh, and I can definitely see the resemblance between the two. Because it's got the tune, it's got the music, it's got the charm, the animation behind it. You can definitely feel it. But I'm pretty sure it's not the same people because the developers of this game are mostly known for either sports game or I have to double check on the company exactly.
Yeah, I'm looking into that very quickly myself.
Yes. Oh, and Brossentia has entered the auto scroller before the boss stage.
The good old danger warnings on the elevator.
They're very merciful in that setup. You also have to actually kill the enemy for getting gas too, because otherwise you ain't not much of a way. The gas cans that actually drop, you have a moment to catch them before they drop off of the and both racers are at the same location. And when do we see the boss? This is going to be where things get interesting.
As if they're not already.
Ooh.
At least there's a wealth of gas cans on the auto scroller.
Indeed. It'll make that section not a whole lot, but it's very generous in that part. We'll see how long that lasts. The game is also incredibly adorable. There's so many animations and the jaw drop. They hide to hijack.
That is an amazing wild take. I love it. There's a breed of Kusog7ande where everything is designed with amazingly fluid animations and everything looks really good, and all of the graphics and all of the actual handling of the characters looks realistic and fairly realistic and amazing and such. But the fluidity makes controlling the game garbage. And off the top of my head, there's, ICI Tensei Bakabon, Lester the Unlikely, things like that, where you have all these animation frames. But while the animation frames are going, you don't have control.
Indeed. It's very sluggish or either slippery, either one of them. Punch Money comes to mind on that one. Just to add in a little bit here, when I went through this here, the dash option that you have here has a bit of a delay on it. You need to hold it for a moment before letting go for it to attack. It's not quite obvious if you don't see it or don't feel it.
Yeah, you can't really see a delay unless you have the racers using an input visualizer, but I can kind of feel it because I'm watching Bro try to jump dash and not quite getting the timing right.
Nope. And it is possible to juggle yourself onto the attack on the hijack. I've done it before. But it is not exactly simple. All the same time, the longer you take, of course, the more the platform goes bit by bit. The longer you leave, the wrecking ball is just gonna splash on.
Bye, bro. No!
Bye.
Oh, no. Is that a death? Yeah, that's a death.
Yes!
Oh, no.
That is a death.
So obviously, as we can see from Seth's screen, the key is to hit the whatever the heck that is on Hijacker's forehead. How many times do you have to hit him?
A lot.
Oh,
a
no.
Lot. All the times. Yeah. And Seth has run out of gas, which brings us back to the beginning of this.
Oh, no.
Yes. During testing, this was a bit of a wall for a while.
You know you're in for it when the racers have trouble in the first stage, but that's Kusog7ande for you.
That's how it is. They're learning all the mechanics, all the stuff behind it. So, I'm surprised it got through stage 1 and part part 1 and 2 and this part 3 as good as they have, but now we get to see the real difficulty of this and trying to keep your fuel up. While dodging everything, making sure your platform is on, getting the actual hits in. And even more for the boss itself, there's also the red one is the only one that will drop fuel for you. If you don't hit the red one and don't get your fuel, you're most likely going to die to your very own fuel gauge before the pits even get you. The blue ones, hop on them, dash on them, they don't give anything, they just start digging for your platform faster.
Oh. Alright, Brossentia back to the boss. Let's see if he has better luck and take him down before the platforms disappear.
Feed me.
Yeah, that charge attack Brossentia just did kind of screamed, I hit the button, and then actually charged a second and a half later.
Yeah. You don't... Not quite obvious there. And he's trying, but every time that he dashes right into the enemy, he's in the dizzy animation again, and he's gotta shake it off. If you hit the boss himself, there's no dizzying animation. You're free to just charge it, plow right into it again. But if you hit the main body, yeah, sorry, you're stuck here. And if, of course, you have to be on that platform to actually reach the forehead of that boss. If you're not, well, you're hitting the main body, you're losing a lot of time, a lot of fuel. You'll be in trouble.
You do at least have control over which platform the wrecking ball smacks.
Indeed. And you probably want it early because I believe the first part don't go down from the wrecking ball, but at the same time, you also want to close it because it means less wrecking ball time, less fuel being used for it.
Yeah, Brosentia's got a strat going on here where he's just running over to the left and having the wrecking ball smack that first one that's actually supported and won't fall down.
Indeed.
That's time he's... I would say that's time he's not attacking, but on the other hand, you kind of need this platform to be able to attack anyway, so maybe it's fine.
It is a fine tactic, because the faster the wrecking ball goes, the less that he has got to worry about the wrecking ball taking up his fuel. Are you fine?
I wonder if this game is secretly a commentary on gas prices.
I mean, yes. And of course, Deppy must be, and he's slammed and lost his chance to go up on the platform.
Seth, no.
That's the whole cycle can't do jack. Oh no, Seth! Oh god.
Yeah, Seth has been reporting his OBS has been crashing, just out from under him, which is
that's
real unfortunate. He'll be back.
Oh boy. Snap hack. Hey. Oi. On the ball. And it does seem like if you go long enough, that the guy will, hijack will refill the platform, so you're not heading into game over state that quickly if you're taking your time with it. It is the first boss, it wouldn't be that cruel. Yep. That blew up once more. Imagine furry. Boy.
It's kind of oddly fair in this case because Seth has to stop and restart OBS, but then Brossentia has to go and restart his stream.
Balance in all things. And lady, you see this, you see a good game, and it does look more charming, it does look nice. When it plays, though, you may change your mind.
Brosentia's getting real low on the fuel, there we go.
But that's his only fuel tank every cycles.
Yeah,
See,
it's not enough.
Ooh. And it's possible that by the time the wrecking ball comes over, smashes, brings on more new minions, he may just run out of fuel. Oh, the car guy is hilarious. He's very charming. It is. It's anything you want in a car protagonist. It's the highlight of the stream.
I mean, I'm fine with car protagonists. It's a cute concept, the whole anthropomorphic car thing.
Yes. It's not Transformers, but it's still a sentient car. And in this place, again, we mentioned a bit earlier about the other game that was so charming with its graphics. Also reminded me a lot of Dynamite Heady.
Yeah, very much the same art style. I guess if Seth had to crash, I'm real glad he crashed here on this frame.
Whoops! looks like Seth's stream got hijacked. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate. I don't know if it's the game or just PC problems or what, but Seth was saying that he was having this quite a bit as of late, like specifically today, I guess I should say.
I'm your Comcast or whatever connection you have. A lengthy boss battle too. But there's a whole lot of hits. And they're back.
Yeah, this is just how it's gonna be.
Welcome to the match, everybody.
Welcome to Kusog7ande. Sometimes things go horribly wrong while Brossentia isn't here to fix them.
I mean, more wrong than we usually want to. The garbage is not just in the game, it seems.
No, definitely not.
Whee!
Oh man, I'm watching Brossentia's fuel gauge as he's waiting for the next delivery of stuff.
Fuel.
Yeah, oh, where does death actually occur on the gauge?
As soon as you close enough to the middle of the E.
So pretty much when it's flat horizontal.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, bro came real close to it.
Just getting back in. And it's when I went for this here, I tried never to miss a single cycle. Every cycle you miss on that one, on that little red guy, is less fuel for you to work with.
Yeah, it's real uncomfortable here. I can tell that they calibrated this to, if you don't have any problems, you don't like run into the base of the enemy and get dizzy, you don't get hit or anything like that, you might just barely stay stable on your fuel, but every little mistake is going to drain away where you bottom out at, and eventually you're going to dip down into the E, and nice knowing you.
Yeah, also the more times you get hit, the more you dash, the more actions you do, the more fuel it will consume. Go figure, stepping on the gas uses fuel. Who knew? What a concept! Mischief Makers, that would be another one cute one. Oh, very treasure-like.
Also, this boss is incredibly tanky.
Oh, yes. This is the first one.
Yeah. Like, what the heck? Why is the first boss so difficult and takes like 4,000 hits?
I don't know!
Little bro, don't fall after all of this.
No! You failed so far! I tried so hard! Don't let it all be for nothing!
Brossentia has this giant open pit in the middle of the arena now, and it's making me real nervous.
What happens when you let the little blue guy start digging around?
Uh-huh.
And he's using more fuel to dash back in, too. Ah, but it's getting refill. But again, means more time spent waiting for this to come in. Steph is definitely also learning the pattern, going through it. Progress. The game is... how can I say this here? The game expects you to know the patterns, to go through this here. There's a little bit of a trial and error. You want to know where the fuel gauge and fuel tanks are. Otherwise, it can be a little ruthless on your timing. Ooh!
Steph popped the armor off of the boss's forehead.
Indeed.
Which, it horrifies me that it took that many hits to just pop the whatever off of its forehead.
Yes. And I believe it's getting an extra attack if I remember correctly here. You can also see the top where it actually has the arm for the wrecking ball moving about.
There's just so much waiting in this fight.
Yes. Which is why when I did...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh!
No, Steph!
And Steph goes down the hole. Back to the beginning we go.
I did see one difference that was being made. Brossentia, for the most part, is doing dash attacks from further back on the magnetic winch. So I think Seth is just able to get more attacks out because he's not going as far when he's swinging.
Because although you can charge, if you look under the fuel gauge, you actually just charge bar. You can charge your dash and go longer and faster. But I don't think
Neither of them's really been doing that.
Neither of them, indeed. Might be saving your fuel thanks to that. There is no gimmick as far as I know here. When I was able to do it properly, the first time, well, when I was able to complete it here, I actually got myself to juggle, dash in, charge quick enough to dash in, and kept myself floating in there the whole cycle. But that takes timing.
Yeah. It does seem like you have a pretty beefy cooldown on your dash as well. If you
I thought for a moment that Bro had fallen down again.
I thought so too.
We're so close. But it seems like Wile Coyote time is doing the law again. And the platform that gets you up there is also... if you try to get rid of the little blue guys before getting the platform, you may just miss that whole platform, that whole cycle, all over again. It is a little bit of a boss battle.
We're 20 minutes in, and for the most part, the lead is going to be decided by whoever can take this boss down first.
Yes.
I swear this boss is like regenerating health or something. Bro's been flailing at it for so long.
I know! The charge making a difference is... the boss is also changing its pattern, so there is still progress happening. It's got a new swing pattern to it.
I'll be honest. When this got picked, I thought to myself, is this really that bad of a game? And now that I've seen this, like, oh yes.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! And you have
it looks cute. This is a problem.
Yes! Yes, there are a lot of games that will look cute, look nice, look like a great game to play until you get your hands to control it. And this is definitely one of them. Oh,
okay, Bro has learned the art of charge attacking. Bro, don't do it! I'm so invested because he's been on this one fight for what, 10 minutes now?
Yes! Ah yes, nice looking game, that's painful to play!
Seth took it down by charge attacking it a lot.
Ooh!
I guess.
Seth coming in from behind!
So the charge
that's
attack,
gonna be an upset.
The charge attack makes such a difference.
Yes! Charge, go figure!
Bro got it too. All they had to do was start charge attacking.
That is... both of them must be relatively nervous considering how it goes.
Now I'm immediately thinking of the feasibility of doing a no-charge challenge playthrough of this because I'm masochistic.
Please go for it. Oh,
Nah.
and this stage, how do you feel about cars in the water?
I mean, I like the idea of like in James Bond stories, the cars that can just like turn into boats and submarines. That's really cool.
Yeah, you don't have that here.
Oh,
No, it's hard to swim when you don't have hands. So, Seth has died of fuel exhaustion.
mood.
Indeed.
Do you have limited continues?
I
Oh, no.
asked them specifically to go. They do have some continues if you have enough star for it, but the game also has a save system that is pretty generous. And I did tell them to put in auto saving at the beginning of the options. For a game to have that, it's pretty nice. Also, don't get arrested by the police. That'd be bad. And bro died just before a checkpoint. Those little sign with CP? Checkpoints!
Yeah.
Yeah. The fuel tanks are a lot sparse on this one. They may want to consider taking the lower road if they ever decide to do it.
I just think it's so... Oh no. Bro.
Yeah!
Bro just got a bomb attached to him.
Right to his face!
I think it's so rude that your main method of moving quickly and evading stuff directly takes fuel. Why?
It makes sense!
It does make sense, but also it's not really good game design.
It's great if you want to speedrun the game and still keep things challenging, but if you're going in there blind, dashing everywhere is going to kill you. Especially if you try dashing and run right into a wall. That's not good for cars. In general.
Bro clears 2-1. I believe Seth is still on 2-1, yeah.
Yep, they have not cleared 2-1 at this point. They are currently behind.
By only a couple of seconds, though. And we're probably going to give Seth a little bit of time at the end. Have to
Seeing how
figure
many
that one
drops
out.
have been. Indeed. Oh, welcome to water.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I love Genesis and Saturn transparency, though. You can do actual transparency on the Saturn, but some of the games choose to keep the Genesis transparency style in some places, and I find it really neat. Oh, Niagara.
Hey. Meow.
No!
And he killed that car.
That car was asking for help and you murdered it.
Exactly. You can't actually take the time to slow down and help him up. That's actually a point of trauma.
What was the giant thing on Seth's screen just then? Did you see it?
Oh, I missed that.
The giant yellow, like, angel or butterfly or something flying off the right side of the screen. It was huge. It was the entire height of the screen.
I looked away for a moment and I missed that.
That's unfortunate.
I'd be under point of drama. But the drama points are often just things that you can do, like almost seeing like saving a guy, getting one guy out of jail. They're just cute little things and cute little scenes you can see. But they do nothing at all. They're just for 100% completion, I suppose.
Gosh.
And say hi to the next boss.
I just had a flashback. Oh, yeah, boss. Mangler.
Mangler.
Sounds like a friend. I just had the most jank flashback. This game reminds me of Banishing Racer.
Ooh, never heard of that one.
It's basically this on the Game Boy, but there's no fuel gauge. It's just one hit kill.
Ooh, that sounds mean.
It's very mean.
Holy. Yeah, more of Socket, which what we like to describe Sonic at home, but it runs on AA batteries.
Tiger Electronics Sonic at home.
Exactly.
People have decapped and dumped like logic boards on Tiger handheld games, and there's a standardized emulator now for like playing them. And that's given me such horrible ideas, but
oh, the good old Tiger Electronics. Bro's hitting, but he's not hitting the weak point, and he keeps bouncing off the butt of this boss.
The boss keeps hiding his weak point against the edge of the screen.
Indeed. How rude!
I have
out of fuel.
I have no idea what Bro just did there. He kind of just charged against the right side of the screen. His fuel all disappeared.
I don't think he's realized that his dash actually consumes more fuel. He was probably asking, please get out of the way, give me more fuel, and not realizing that he was digging his own death.
Well, I think for the moment, because Bro got here first, he's in the lead, but we'll see where it goes.
We're only near the halfway point.
Yeah.
And Seth have been great about keeping their pace on this one. They've been getting, and there's about 100% less chance of dying by falling. It's all fuel, baby.
Yep. Oh boy, Seth just exploded. Oh, Seth got it. That was incredibly fast.
Indeed, Mangler mangled. And this one didn't have anywhere near as much health on the other. And again, the two of them, Stefan and Bro, has started dashing or powering up the dashes instead. That may be also a big difference.
All right, we've moved over to middle of nowhere, USA, over into
Denver!
Yeah.
So a bit of nowhere for some people.
Well, okay, fine.
I didn't know Denver was so green.
I didn't know Denver was Smurfville.
Oh no, Smurf. Good.
Well, I mean, it's an incredibly green, verdant, like, forest and a bunch of mushroom houses at the beginning. What do you...
yeah, on hindsight, not wrong. And this, are they gonna have enough fuel? Again, man coming, ooh, right there. And the longer Bro is stuck on this boss, the more ground Seth is gonna reach until the next boss. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna tell who's where the Denver Smurfville. Oh yes. And seemingly Denver is also the rainforest.
Brossentia seems to be having some difficulty still with the wind-up delay on the chart on the dash attack.
Yep. I gotta be aware that it eats fuel faster.
Because you can see Bro hop up here, and then the charge comes out only after he hits the ground. It's...
Yep. He's having problem aiming his car. Wait,
look,
that's
to be fair,
driving in the first place.
To be fair, jumping in a car is a bad idea in general.
Yeah, usually. If there was a train boss, I'm sure Bro would have no problem hitting it. No questions asked.
Oh no. Steph should be approaching the third boss pretty soon.
He covered in two. It's two regular stages, then the boss stage. Oh, Sonic! Weep. Oh. I'm also watching Mangler, and I definitely would see Dr. Robotnik building a machine like that. Trying to run over Sonic with this? Like puzzle elements?
W-Bull.
W-Bull. Ooh, he looks so sad. And it's a water boss. Oh, lovely.
Oh no, this kind of platform that sinks while you stand on it, and then you have to wait for it to...
Yep. Freeze!
What is it chucking at you? Just like girders and stuff?
I think that's a ladder?
Yeah.
We're fighting a fire truck. But
I mean,
actual fire!
it's definitely a fire truck of some definition. Seth, no.
No, get on water! Get on water! Oh, don't tell me that you actually have to reach the ramp to get out.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Oh
me.
no. At least there is some solid ground over here on the left.
Indeed, but you ain't hitting the boss from over there. Ain't getting fuel and gives either.
I don't know, how blomby is this car? What is the quality of being blomby?
If all he needed to be blondie was to be blonde, I guess it would pretty qualify. Sorry, Callisto. I need options. It is so good until you reach the fuel. It's Sonic on gas. I'm gonna get an earful from Lister at this point.
Yeah, this is
Maybe a
kind of
little
expected.
tipsy. Look, Lister, you can tell me that here, but then again, I think Home Alone 2 also this is a good game, and you're gonna eat me out for nothing too.
I think regardless of the qualities of this little title, we can definitely call it weird enough.
Indeed. Derpy enough? I'd accept that. It is adorable, it is cute, it is goofy as heck, but that fuel meter will feel so short that I died so many times to that bloody thing running out. And we spent how much time on that first boss?
Until our racers learned that charge attacks are super effective, Bro was on it for 12 minutes.
Ooh, and Seth is on World 4 while we're looking.
There doesn't seem to be that many worlds either if we're just going across the US.
Indeed. I first tried to look for more information in the game and could not find much. I believe we were told here that the racers will always surprise you and, well, call you surprised.
Where's the
Boss
second
weak point was
boss's
the
weak
boss.
point? It's on its, like, exhaust pipes in the back.
Yep, just a little bit off the ground where the bubbles come out. Gotta plug him in there. Ooh, Liz, he ran this game.
Much like anything else, if you have a problem with this boss, you can solve it by kicking it in the exhaust pipe.
Where's a good potato when you need one? Look, not everything can be solved by putting sugar in the gas pipe.
Chiron's talking about how, how many states can there be in the US? There can't be that many stages. And I'm having flashbacks to the original Rampage where every single state is a stage.
What? Oh!
It's like, how many stages could be in the US? Well, the answer is about 50.
Give or take. But yes, Listar, if you can impart us with some knowledge, please do not hesitate to be much welcome.
I do love, however, just all of the cute little animations and stuff. Like, I definitely tend to gravitate toward games with very expressive main characters.
And this is definitely well animated. Every frame's feel. And Bro has run out of fuel again. Back about 500. And the needle! More car! Then you think you can fuel.
I think we found a character and then Brossentia killed it.
Yeah, it was swimming in water and then he just stopped on top of it and watched him sink.
Yep.
I did not know there were multiple characters either, so we got one piece of drama, that's what it is.
That's extremely like Brossentia to have an NPC and water and then combine them in the way that only Brossentia would.
Oh, and Seth has reached 5-2 and, well, the importance of highlights.
Yeah, this
Great
ain't.
spotlight moment.
At least you get some full vision of the stage around you. It's not just the circle and that's all you see.
We'll get some. If you get fire around you, get a bit more light. If you get power-ups, it goes on and off like that. Pretty neat.
Yeah, it's actually really well designed.
No. There's a whole bunch of good in this game. It's just sometimes, and there's also the fact that the game incentivizes you to go fast on it. But if you hit your face onto a wall, you have to shake yourself back to normal. Going blind, yeah. Ooh, the story of this game is that there's a cross-country race that's super publicized, and this poor downtrodden taxi car decided to enter it as well. And the gang was trying to rig their race called the Bad Head Gang. Aye. And Seth has reached the boss stage.
Brossentia is back here on boss 2.
He is struggling with that one. He's having trouble hitting that good old weak spot.
It's it's in a weird spot.
Indeed. Ooh, what? Talking about train?
Oh, time to suplex.
Or would have no problem with this boss, I'm sure. Be all in on smashing his face against it. Oh, and the being on fire also eats a lot of fuel. Go figure.
You know, that tracks. Not exactly in the way that it does here in the game, but that tracks.
Put my finger on why.
I don't think it would mesh with the cuteness of the game's motif to just have a car explode. So yeah, let's just take all its fuel if you get lit on fire.
Oh boy, looks like something got right out of the Robot Wars. That drank. Boy. Go back. Go back. Yeah. Run. I don't have to be dizzy.
Dead drink what? I don't know. That's what I was gonna ask.
Oh.
Seth is having an issue. Oh, oh, poor Seth.
Dang. Oh. And back to the beginning we go. When you're supposed to be waiting for a weak spot on the boss, and the game tells you, run! That's a problem.
Yeah.
Bro is doing damage, it is getting in there a little bit. I don't know if he's actually dealing damage or just bumping his head on something on the wall. Man.
I will never get tired of that wild take when you reach a boss.
I know, like the jaw drops. Like this is good face.
This is a character that had series or mascot potential. It's just so cute and so well designed. And as far as I know, this is the only game it was in, right?
Indeed, right? I'm surprised nobody's heard about this because the gameplay is so good, so cute, but it only came out in Japan. It never came out. Ooh! Bro, mango the banger! Nice! Progress!
Was this really in Project Cross Zone? Like, are you yanking my chain here?
This and Project Cross Zone 2. Not the first one, but the second one. Ha! They seemingly had a sequel, but didn't sell very well in Japan. It's a very expensive game.
I didn't think I could trust Tyron when they say something like, this was in Project Cross Zone. But you never know.
Suddenly, then again, they shoved a lot of things in that game. Like a lot of things.
I mean, this is probably a Mugen fighter somewhere.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Bro is thinking a bit more of his time, it feels. Like he's waiting and looking for fuel tanks when he can.
This wouldn't be any stranger of a Mugen fighter than Bokosuka Wars.
Yeah. It deserves more attention, deserves more love.
I think so. I need to get my hands on that remake.
It has a big of a jank, and believe me, I tried to give him something else, but they make it easy for me.
All right.
Go figure, so, the king of Kusog7ande being hard to pick for.
Yeah, it's really hard to pick for someone who's seen literally every Kusog7ande match. As for who's in the lead, Brossentia is on 3-1 and Seth is on the boss of World 5.
Yes. Can't go much further than this. Captain, what you gonna do? Whoop. Stop in there. And it blew up. Or did it? Uh-oh, phase two, phase two.
He just decided to get serious.
Indeed. He took out the dog. Whoa! That guy's on lasers!
The Dua beams.
He's a little upset. Okay, so that's a pattern. You gotta wait for him to get upset. And then bash him in the face. Ooh.
I don't think Seth's making it.
No, the boss has not dropped a single fuel tank. So yeah, out of fuel. Here we go. 15 minutes remaining.
Yep, our timers are a little desynced at this point because of Seth's issues. I think we'll go by Brossentia's timer here, so we've got about 15 and a half.
We also, our timing's a little off also because at the beginning we'll let them go for the introduction video.
Yeah, we mostly synchronized for that, but the short story of it is our timing is scrungled. This is Kusog7ande. Bro wasn't going to stop the timer at the right time anyway.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yes, I did. Yes.
Yes.
It's good games to run. What are you talking about? The things I could say at this point. But Bro, I believe it's on the boss of the World 3, and it's just there's
this jerk. Looks like Brossentia will be going to look Comcast mode, so our voices are robot-y, so there's nothing we can do about that. Yep. I'm not going to interrupt Bro to fix it.
No, this is Kusog7ande. Crap is gonna happen. Oh god, no, we need to have Crappy riding this little buggy.
Yeah, hopefully Bro doesn't get Comcasted entirely.
Yeah, that'd be questions.
Yeah, I have no idea what we'd do then.
Nightbot said, you can read this, and we were smooch Comcast. Yeah. Bro is doing pretty decently on this one. I'll see, I'll probably have it cleared in no time compared to the last one. Or
this boss at least seems a little more straightforward.
Indeed, it's cool.
And also hot.
Cool. Indeed, it's icy hot.
Oh, I just realized the lights on the front light up to tell you which attack it's about to use.
Ooh,
that's neat.
That is good info.
Brossentia has dashed himself into an empty fuel tank, though.
Yep. Unfortunately, he's running out. Ooh, that was close.
Clutch.
Ooh. Yes, they do look like Mega Man bosses, but made for young children. Very friendly.
Are there tinier cars that the taxi drives around?
What? I believe that.
Now I just have the mental image of like this little tiny, like a tuk-tuk or a Reliant Robin or something getting into a taxi cab. And it's both cute and inexplicable.
Yes. Oh, make tiny bicycles. Tiny little motor cars.
I wanted to smart at one point, and then I realized I'd rather live if I get into an accident.
Alright, Seth, back on mode 2 of this boss.
Yeah, the P50. The P50 was the car that one of the Top Gear guys just drove into his office building, right?
Really?
Yeah, spent the whole day in it, drove it into meeting rooms and stuff.
What? Dang. It's on the brick on the go-kart.
It's a diesel car, so you don't want to drive that into a closed office and shut the door, but...
Ew.
I mean, you don't want to do that with any car, but... Especially not a diesel engine, that's... Ugh.
Ew. That'd become murder.
Is this game bad? I think we've largely settled on this game as really weird, like charmingly strange.
Yes.
And also has some rough spots in it. I think that's what we're going
And
with.
Seth has defeated Dead Drake.
Amazing.
Cleared stage 4.
Okay, stage 4, not 5. Now Seth is on stage 5.
Yep. Girl still has some ground catching up to you. Just a little off, jumping's a little touch and go. The attacking is also a little bit off because you're gonna charge it before you can let it go. And again, charge it to a wall, you're gonna need to shake yourself in a jiffy.
Alright,
We're off to Los Angeles!
I mean, yeah, sure, I associate casinos with Los Angeles. One of the losses. It's fine.
Sounds about right. By the way, Listar, may I ask how many worlds are there in this game? Why casino for LA? Go figure. Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I
so
thought. We might see a completion here if Seth gets on it in the final 10 minutes.
It's possible.
Okay, yeah, we are in Las Vegas.
Yep.
The map called it Los Angeles for whatever reason.
Is it also surprised me that the biggest challenge of the thing was the first boss?
It was mostly coming down to learning about charge attacking and how effective it is.
Oh, so Single Listar says the final boss is 10 minutes all by itself. So, yeah. Okay, so there's a single boss level after this world, so what I'm hearing is that there's another boss after this one, and then a final boss, which is really hard for the person who speedruns this thing. So, as I keep on saying multiple times on my channel, please look forward to it!
Brossentia proving that cars can float in the right situations. He keeps ending up with the gas cans under the floating blocks, though, and then he's got to go get them.
Yep, because you can't catch them fast enough in the air, yes? Sometimes it happens.
But, oh, that's just rude.
That sure is. Frozen off camera and burnt. Yeah, burnt. Yeah, very true, Liz. Like the game is made in Japan. All it came out of Japan,
What
but
is
it's
Seth
all
doing?
about America.
Seth apologizing repeatedly to someone he bumped into.
That's because it's the police. So yeah, apologize to the police. I can see that.
You don't apologize to... You know what, never mind.
When you're a car, the last thing you want is boots. 3, 2, 1, out go. Now, of course, if you run out of fuel but you're dizzy, you can't just fall down and die while you're dizzy. You gotta shake yourself up, then die.
Brossentia took down boss number 3, so He'll be starting into World 4 here.
Indeed. Off the
We
cliff.
might get to see how he handles the motorcycle boss on top of the train. That'll be entertaining.
Ooh, that'll be fun. This one I wish we had Mike. And see his thought process. Hear the kind of panicking squeaks he would give. Oh. Oh no. But now it seems like Seth is slowing down. They're not going as quick as fast. Bit of fuel, so enough to survive. And I think they're about to head to the exit. Yep, go on the stage. Oh, very country again. So much American.
I just realized there's a list of boxes on the end stage screen that just says drama.
Yes, those are little scenes that can happen. Like, remember that drowning car?
Oh,
If you go
okay.
rescue it, that unlocks the drama square. What did he do? I don't know. I believe he do nothing.
Probably changes your ending.
These
Because people were
might
saying
also
there's
be
multiple
unlocking
endings.
extra characters. Might also be to unlocking extra characters too. There's also hidden bonus stages that you can go to for extra stars. And next boss. What death trap do you have this time?
What is this?
G-O. You gotta attack the heart.
I mean, it has a sign on it that says I am GO, so I guess that...
Yeah, that
explains
sounds
it.
pretty on noise, on point. And it's got death lasers, because of course, why not? I believe he just feeds off with a lot of fuel. Wait. Do you have to wait until it launches his heart at you? Oh boy! One of those billboard cars. Oh boy. Wait, what? What's there?
Fun fact,
Because children.
those aren't legal in California. You're not allowed to have any vehicle that has a animated sign on it.
Ah.
Then again, this doesn't look like the kind of entity that would particularly care about the legalities of it.
No, it's probably has the license plate of Love Machine. It's a party wagon.
Wait.
Wait. Hammer time. Oh, there's so much chaos on this thing. My goodness, it gives you a whole lot of fuel.
So apparently this thing just has a really long cycle with a narrow window of being able to be hit.
Yep. It feels like it. And since you don't tend to take damage, it just feeds you more health along the way. The heart location might also change too, so that may be a difference. That may be a factor. Did Road just unlock something? A character such? I don't know. Yep, missed a hit on the 3-minute cycle. Yep. And
I was just updating the racers on the status of timing, considering we've had a couple of technical issues and a false start and all that good stuff. We're gonna go by Bro's timer, so we've got 3.5 minutes left.
indeed. We're coming to the end. I get a feeling that Bro, unfortunately, will not be able to catch up. Seth has a commanding lead with the world ahead and reaching the boss at this point.
It does look
Bro.
that way, but you know, I like seeing what even the trailing racer can do in the time they
Indeed.
have.
If there's an upset here, I'm all for it, please. Bro, surprise me. Oh, my mind wide open. Well, if he does lose on this one, he's still not completely out. He'll just be... Oh, well, he found a tree now. But yes, he'll still have another match after that at very least.
Yeah, and now we get to see how Brossentia handles this thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a treat. I want to see I want to hear his thoughts. Let's start. Monthly Bro ran in headfirst into the second world boss, and while Seth took it about the second shot, Bro struggled for about 10 to 15.
Yeah, just
so that's where
that boss hiding its weak point against the side of the screen is a special kind of rude.
Yeah, you might call it Mighty Butts.
Yeah.
Is that's new? Was it new? I don't know. Go back. Whee! And Seth defeated Geo.
Excellent.
Dang.
Yeah, and then we have a final level for Seth, which is the one that has the 10-minute boss fight. And Brossentia got yeeted into the foreground.
Yep.
What is the weird, zany final level anyway? Let's see. Apparently Pandemonium.
I would have said the beach, but there's no water here. Different world. Tires and spikes don't mix together, bro. I'm sorry. It's a tough lesson. I'm sure you'll forgive us. And welcome to the boss with the loading screen.
What is this thing?
Bad head. How punk.
Attack
So
the
this one
Mohawk
has
for extra
red-
damage.
And I believe we are time. Oh, there's a timer here.
Yeah, we got about 15 seconds. This is pretty much wrapped up. It looks like Seth is going to take the victory, having gotten to the final boss. Brossentia got to the end of World 4 and then lit on fire.
Yep. Still, it was quite a trip, and they certainly surprised me on how far they got on everything.
All right, we'll call it here. I just sent the time signal to the racers.
Indeed. Oh, what and Seth just timed the laser, that is... Wow.
Bro did take down the, one phase of the boss of stage 4 in the final
Indeed.
moments.
Ooh, he might be just trying to go for it. Or not. Hey!
Yeah, I think that's a wrap.
Indeed. Oh,
We'll
what a
give
match.
Brossentia a minute to de-hack his audio pipelines and come back in and talk to us, and then we'll
Of
pull
course.
Seth in.
Sounds like a plan, Welcome in. That's his name. Woohoo!
Hello.
Hello!
Yes, it sounds like chat should be able to hear me as well. I still have no idea how I did compared.
Well, we'll wait until Seth is here. Everybody
Hello,
join
Seth.
in. Welcome in.
Uh-oh, I'm looking at the number of stars there. That doesn't look so good for me.
Yeah, unfortunately, Seth got to the final boss, and this is not the final boss on your screen, so I think Seth took the
No.
victory.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that seems pretty likely.
Wait, what?
Indeed.
I
congrats, Seth.
was on the train. I was on the train boss specifically.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
What do
that's
you read?
World 4. There are 5 worlds in a finale, so you did really well, but Seth got to the final boss fight.
Yeah,
If I would have learned
Oh, go
the
ahead.
trick to beating bosses
sooner on the Statue of Liberty boss, I think I could have beaten this game.
Yeah, it took me a little while for that one as well. You have to use the charge attacks. If you don't use them, then it goes forever.
You both took so long on the first boss. That felt like the biggest challenge for, well, most of you in this case here. But you were really close to that point. I think there was about a minute or two of difference between the two of you. You had to charge, bro. No question about it.
Yeah.
I was hesitant to charge at first because of just the amount of gas drain it did, but I think on that one attempt is like, well, go big or go home, and it's like, oh, this is doing significantly more damage. Oh, this is how you fight the bosses.
So, are there just 2 platforming levels after this boss until the final boss then? Like, how does it work?
There is another boss after the 2 platforming levels there, and currently Steph registered as another level that is a final boss. And similarly, by Listar standards, who speedruns this thing, the final boss is simply really long and has no checkpoint. So, the possibilities of beating it on an hour? Not impossible, but not very high.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I love this game. I think this game, like, it's a little unwieldy. And a little difficult to control reliably, but it's actually a lot of fun. I have to say, though, the stupid boss that was, like, freezing blocks and stuff, one time I died and I have no idea why. Like, there's no reason I should have died. I just fell into the water and he started waving a white flag, and I'm like, no, you need to move.
Yeah, we definitely had some debates in chat about if this belongs in Kusog7ande, and I think it's unwieldy, and I think it's really weird. I'm all for it.
This would fit like the category of like questionably bad games.
Yes.
Because
I think it fits anywhere.
The problem with it is 2 things. The fuel gauge that you have here feels extremely short if you're not careful with it, and if you hit your face right into a wall and it stuns you actually have to shake yourself out of it. Those little things alone here makes it really quirky to be able to control.
Yeah. Now, Seth, I'm trying to remember, because I know you've played in Kusog7ande before. Did you make it to the brackets?
My first year, I was in the final tiebreaker to determine if I would move on to brackets, and I think that was with Putty Boy.
Okay.
That I got really... It was a close match between myself and the person who ended up knocking me out. And then the year after, I think I made it through like group stage 2 and got eliminated in, second group.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, in that case, at least in the group stages, you've always done, or you've done better than I have. But like, I felt like I was actually, like, I feel like I'm getting better as the years go by, you know. Obviously, I'm still not the best player, and I still have a lot to learn, but I don't think, like, a few years ago I would have made it as far in this game as I did this time. Because, like, what's weird to me is that the bosses, that's really where all the meat is when it comes to mechanics and stuff. The platforming stages are just like, they exist. We'll blow past them.
Oh yeah, there's also seemingly multiple different characters and multiple different endings you can get within the game. And you actually have to find them and unlock them as you go.
Yeah, because I noticed that, like, in the first world, I freed the mariachi car from his prison, and then I got a event sticker on my stage complete screen.
Did you ever see the mariachi dancer show up later?
No, but I'm just assuming, like, every stage has, like, people you need to save are free, and I guess the amount of people you influences your ending.
Because at one point here we saw Brossentia see a car drowning. Brossentia jumped on top of him and watched him drown.
Yeah, I recall that. I was like, I don't care. However, I did save 2 cars, and then those 2 had a combo sequence where they freed a 3rd car. Seth, it's really interesting, actually, that, like, it seems like you have to free earlier cars to save some of the later ones. I don't know what they do, but there's this sort of story that I never paid any attention to because we were racing, that I kind of want to go find out what's going on in this car world. It changes your
honestly,
ending. Okay.
same.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I have fallen in love with like the main character just because it's very similar to me, like Rocket Knight Adventures, where Sparkster just oozes charm throughout his animation, and our little taxi boy here is just so flippin' adorable.
He is great. I agree. Yeah, absolutely cute.
I'm surprised this didn't come out of Japan. For a game that's so Americanized in its fucking cuteness, it never came over. It never existed. It never left.
Yeah.
Until I saw this recently, it was.
Okay. Let's see. Sorry, my thingy's being dumb. Not my thingy. Wait. Shut up. I'm just trying to set up for the next match as we're chatting. Yeah, so here's my overall assessment of the game. It absolutely belongs in Kusog7ande because of the way that it controls. It's very unwieldy. It's very easy to accidentally hit buttons and go flying and not mean to. It's very easy to hit buttons and not go flying when you want to. Like, yeah, it's really difficult to fully understand how to control it well until you've played it. And even then, like, I felt like I was having a hard time completely getting it, and that usually, like, positioning myself on the ground and planning my charges tended to be a little bit better. Yeah, if I was trying to move and do any fancy stunts, that's when everything went to crap. Very, very fast.
It incentivizes you to go fast and will punish you if you miss a dodge.
Yeah, I kind of just never bothered charging during the platforming stages unless there was like a little extra like airtime I needed to clear a gap. It was mainly used for the boss fights for me.
Yeah, with that said, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say I think that this is a perfect example of good, bad. You know, bad but interesting. I don't think it's too good for Kusog7ande. It fits here perfectly.
Yeah, I think so.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Glad to hear.
With that said, were there any really cool moments or anything else that you want to talk about, Polk?
Oh, there was some good stuff. Like, the boss you just faced, Brossentia here, usually you encounter a boss, and you wait for a weak spot, and the game tells you, go back. Yeah, I was wondering how you feel about that point. Left running.
I don't feel too bad. I just got stuck during my first attempt and wasn't able to jump high enough. Like, you can't jump high enough to go on the treadmill, but the platform that looks exactly the same height to the right, for some reason you can, because I don't know. I guess this is a game.
I don't know.
Yeah, that happened to Seth, too.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with that said, Seth, I feel like for my first race against you, I believe this is my first one against you. I feel like I put as much effort into it as I could, and I am proud that you were able to take the victory, but I am getting warmed up, and I'm going to kick butt in the losers bracket. That's my goal. Kick butt. I don't know if I will.
This was a lot of fun. I've always wanted to do some kind of blind race against you, and I'm so glad we got a chance to do it. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was really fantastic. Well, I know that we have another duo coming up in just a couple minutes, so I don't want to dilly-dally too much. Everybody, Seth is pretty cool and has been a GM for, I think it's just this past year, and it's been fantastic to have you. Yeah, are you streaming over at your channel anything right now?
Been working through Master Detective Chronicles Raincode, which is the new game from the creator of Danganronpa on Mondays. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm jumping over to a blind playthrough of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the graphic adventure.
That's the one by LucasArts, right?
Yes.
Because I love that game.
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of Fate of Atlantis. It's probably my favorite LucasArts game, but I've never played the Last Crusade graphic adventure, so I'm kind of making up for lost time that I've never done, and I've been really enjoying it.
I'm excited. That's going to be a lot of fun. I never actually beat it because I'd always get stuck fighting the Nazis. Like, they were hard, but that's because I didn't understand what a keypad was. I tried to play with the numbers on top of the keyboard, but the fighting controls are laid out for a keypad, so I was like, this is the stupidest control scheme I have ever seen. But no, it was just because I was a dumb kid.
Yeah, even with the numpad, the fighting is garbage. It's so hot garbage.
Yeah, it's very similar to Fate of Atlantis, I think.
They improved it in Fate, and at least in Fate, your health did refill after every single fight, unlike Crusade, where it's the same health constantly. So if you have one Nazi obliterate you, you might as well like load your last save because you're not making much progress afterwards.
Dang Nazis. That happens. All right, well, thank you so much. And Polk is often over at Retro Book Club that Okami hosts. Polk also streams to their own Discord, I believe, or not their own Discord, their own, Twitch, that thing. Yeah.
I also go a lot more frequently on the Den of Games. I tend to stream on Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays, which we do a variety of games.
That's right. Twitch.tv/The Den of Games. You're going to be on Retro Book Club over there on Okami's stream later today. So, everybody, that's another thing that you can check out. I love that so many people in the community are doing things. And Tristan is actually neck deep in BBG stuff because we're... and by we, I mean mostly other people have been really handling, reviewing the submissions. It's gonna be a fun marathon.
Yeah, we had so much incredible stuff get submitted. I think we got a submission run total content PB this year. So the review team is really having to go in hard to make selections, but it's gonna be real good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. I gotta say goodbye to all three of you. So thank you so much. Now get out of here.
Yeah, I'll give you your show back.
Okay. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Well, everybody, we are on to Kusog7ande round... Oh, wait, let me get rid of that. Round 1. Because you know what? We are currently having the GMs battle each other to see which Game Master comes out on top. There are already some that I think are favored to win, but I will fight from the loser's bracket. I will return with a vengeance. I don't think I had myself lasting that long, even in my own predictions. We'll find out. I don't know. Is this RuneScape music too chill for you? Is it perfect? You know, I guess we'll see what Crappy thinks. Crappy, is it time to reveal? Crappy, you want to actually show the... Oh, come on. Why are you broken? No source selected? What does that mean? Crappy. Crappy? How dare you? Can you do this, please? Okay, now what if we go back here? Okay, now what if we go back? Whatever. Stupid Crappy. Crappy's being crappy.